Hey Aries, welcome to your Oracle messages. Thank you guys so much for being here. So while I start shuffling, I'm going to go ahead and give you the announcements. Feel free to skip forward if you've already heard them. Make sure you check out the description box below for all the information about this video and my channel. Also, don't forget to check out my Etsy shop, which is also linked below if you're interested in gemstone jewelry. I worked really hard this weekend and I got several new bracelets up on there. Completely different design, very beautiful, so make sure you guys check that out. I just want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you Aries that support my channel and my shop. I really appreciate all of you. Alright, so just by chance, if this reading doesn't resonate, take a look at your playlist. There's several other readings that you guys can take a look at. They are all timeless readings. If you're interested in the decks I use, those are listed down below in the description box as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Spirit, we ask for the highest messages and guidance for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, please. All right. Retreat, number 40. Retreat. Number 31, omens. Breaking down to a 4. 4 breaks down to a 4. 31 breaking down to a 4. 4s are all about stability. It's all about what you bring in your life, what you build upon, your community, your stability, your security. You have retreat and omens here. I feel like this, for a lot of you, is going to be a warning. Some of you may be going after something that could have repercussions or consequences. Some of you may be putting your, some of you may be putting your reputation or yourself out there for somebody else, and you may feel like maybe you shouldn't do that. And I feel like this is going to resonate for the most of you. It's like you're putting yourself out there, or you're vouching for somebody or doing something for someone, and even though you may feel like maybe it's not the greatest idea, you're doing it anyways because that's just who you are, Aries. This is Spirit coming through and saying right now is a time to retreat. There are signs, synchronicities, and a whole lot of red flags telling you that this is not right. This is not a place that you want to be. This is not a situation you want to get yourself into, and this is not probably somebody that you want to stick your neck out for, because it almost feels as though they're going to chop it off. It's like you're going to end up dealing with the consequences. I feel like this is somebody that has a hard time accepting responsibility for their own actions or lack thereof. And you guys may have, really maybe you put your job on the line. Maybe you're, vouching for them to get a job or something, even though they're not a hard worker. Maybe this is you sticking up for somebody even though you kind of feel like maybe they're in the wrong. This could be any number of situations, but I really feel like this is you sticking your neck out there for somebody, even though there's maybe some red flags or your intuition is telling you that you may not be putting yourself in the correct kind of position here. Retreat and omens. This says listen to the red flags. No matter what the situation is, there are synchronicities, there are symbols, there are, directions being written out in the universe for you to see. And they're telling you to pull your energy back. Some of you may be dealing with somebody, or maybe it's a coworker, a friend, a partner, a family member. And you may have had not the greatest feeling, or maybe you feel as though they're lying about you, or just not being honest, faithful, or loyal to you. And I feel like this is Spirit saying now is the time to protect yourself. See the red flags for what they are, red flags, warnings, and retreat. Protect your energy, protect your space, and most importantly, protect yourself and your soul. What else for Aries? Sea Beacon Fairy, number 3, guidance, but where will it lead you? Wow. I hope you guys can see that clear. You're being guided right now to retreat your energy, to step back, to pay attention to red flags. And Spirit is saying, like, you're being guided in a different direction right now. Like, you're being warned and told, whatever this is or whoever it is you're dealing with, you need to retreat and pull back your energy. You're being guided towards a different direction. If you go down the path that there's all these red flags and you ignore them, it's not going to come out pretty. I can tell you that. There's going to be some very, very difficult circumstances and lessons that you're going to be learning that you don't need to. It's almost as if you've already learned these lessons and you're headed down a path where you're repeating a cycle or putting yourself in the same position that you've already been in and already learned and became wiser because of that. But it's almost as if you're allowing that old pattern of behavior or old way of thinking to override your intuition and what you've already learned. Number 22, Voodoo and Blue, back off. Aries, you guys have retreat, omens, guidance, and back off. Whatever it is that you're sticking your hands into, your energy into, your mind, you got to pull it back. You have to pull it back. Wow. I don't think I've ever gotten such a clear message from Spirit saying, don't go that direction. Don't make that choice. Don't deal with that person. You know, whatever this is, you're going to know if this message is for you. Because you have felt, probably, you have seen red flags or felt intuitively that you shouldn't be doing something or shouldn't be involving yourself in whatever this is. What else for Aries Spirit? If you've been looking for an additional sign to what you've already gotten, Aries, on whether you should pursue this or stick your neck out for this person or do whatever this is your sign. Hell no. Pull back. Like, don't put yourself in this situation. There's no reason for you to have to deal with the lessons, the consequences, and the heartache and the turmoil that this is going to bring, because you've already learned that. Like, you're beyond that. You're past that. You've grown beyond it. There's no reason to have to put yourself in this situation. None. It's not the path for you. It is not the path for you. What else for Aries? Yeah, I'm just hearing it's time to step back. All right. We have the Snake. It's all about soul lessons here. You know, there's a lot of times, Aries, that we continue to put ourselves in the same situations. And sometimes it's because of habits. We have a specific habit that needs to be broken. Sometimes it's because there's lessons we need to learn. But with this snake chasing its tail right now in this circle and all of the like geometric shapes that are in vibrant colors, you've already learned this lesson. Going down this path again or doing whatever this is literally you chasing your tail. Reliving and relearning the same lesson that you have already learned. The Frog, it's time to purify yourself. Release this, back off, let it go, retreat. It's not for you. It's only going to cause emotional turmoil. That's what I keep getting. All of this emotion. It's like you've already learned this lesson, Aries. You don't have to go through this again. And that's what I want to say. Like, it's coming through very powerful. You do not have to go through this again. You do not have to put yourself in this situation. You do not have to deal with this person. You do not have to put yourself out there or put your neck on the line for whatever this is. You are not required to do this. And Spirit is warning you not to. We're going to pull 2 more cards, Aries. I feel like this involves another person, and I feel like it's a situation that you have been in before. Maybe not directly with that specific person, but the similar circumstances. So maybe you were in a similar relationship with somebody else, or a similar job, or maybe you put your neck on the line for somebody previously and referred them to a job or whatever, but you've already learned this lesson, whatever it is. And I feel like that's your intuition is screaming at you. Like, you already did this. You know it's a bad idea. Don't do it. Don't do it again. You already learned this lesson. There's no reason to put yourself back in the same situation again, Don't be chasing your tail. I just feel this obligation. It's like you feel an obligation to do whatever this is again. But it's like the 8 of Swords energy. It's a fantasy. The obligation is in your mind. And it's either a projection of what they're putting on you, or it's literally a story that you're telling yourself, but it is not the truth. You are not obligated to do anything that is not best for you, Aries. And that is the thing that Spirit wants you to know. You are not obligated. If it is not for your highest good, it is not something that is going to benefit you, it is not loving for you, then you are not obligated or required to do it. And anybody that says you are is full of shit. What else for Aries, please? Sun, Moon, and Rising. The Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. This card is absolutely mesmerizing. You have the potential to make your life completely different right now, to go down a completely different path that is so much more clear and pure and loving and kind and abundant. But you've got to back off whatever this is. Spirit says you have the potential to clear your emotions, to clear out your space and your life of the negative things, of negative consequences. Wow. That water is so sparkly. It's time for clarity, and you can only gain that by retreating your energy. Oh my gosh. This couldn't be more perfect. Baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. That intuition is here. You know it is. You have omens. You have the red flags. You have everything that you need to know. Your intuition is literally screaming at you. Follow it. Follow it before the consequences happen. For going down the wrong path. For doing things that you feel obligated to do, but you're not obligated to do. Spirit coming through very strong. I don't know exactly what this is. It's going to be different for everybody, but you've learned this lesson, Aries. You've been down this path, maybe not the same exact situation or same exact person, but you already learned this. There's no reason to chase your tail and go through it again. This is a time where you can literally retreat your energy, pull your energy back into you, listen to your intuition, see the flags for what they are, and clear your space, clear your energy. You can go down a new path, and there's so much potential by retreating from whatever this is or whoever this is. And all you have to do is listen to your intuition, because it's guiding you at this point in time. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time.